Islam.
This is the back to basics class. So basically, anybody who has anything that they can add to the discussion, make sure that we put that in so we can tie all the things together. And also, basically to go through we would say like historical documentation of the term and the people, Moors, being evident and that people know about it. It's not like we have a group that we started and we want people to join the group. It's something that's been going on prior to our existence. You know, being that majority of us in here were born in the 1900s, right? Or 2000. So if we take information in, our information has to come from us. Like our information can't come from a foreign source, right? And as Moors, we have a certain obligation that if we have information, it's to get it to the people, regardless of whatever, because we have an agenda. And our agenda was set up in 1913 with Prophet Muhammad and the whole concept of Islam in America. Like, he's the founder of that. So anything that you hear about mosques in America, and then America is including Canada, because Canada is in North America. It includes the United States that they call it today, which is the jurisdiction that's under Canada. Then the jurisdiction under that is Mexico. And the jurisdiction under that is like a little piece of island called an isthmus. And then that connects to South America, which is all the Americas. And then all those people on that landmass are one people. But they're not different tribes of people or separate people from the people who've been on that landmass, called North America, South America, Central America. So all these things that we're going to tie together is dealing with this jurisdiction where we live and like the jurisdiction as a whole in the sense of the planet, right? So what we're going to start with is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Now, without getting into the etymology of words, just because we don't have dictionaries and stuff like that, because of the type of class it is, certain things would be given to you so you can go research and find out where to get things, because we can't like present everything. Like this is just to fly through everything, make sure everybody's on the accord, and so people know and have the documents that they can go back to research, right? So the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 15 says everyone has the right to a nationality. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his nationality or denied the right to change his nationality. So in the Declaration of Human Rights, Declaration of Human Rights says that everybody has a right to a nationality. They have a right to that. So it's theirs. It's not something that somebody could give them. Like it's already theirs. Like they have the right to have this thing called a nationality. Whether they want it or not, it has nothing to do with the fact that the right's there. Because it's in them to do it. And being that nationality is a right, you can't be deprived of it. And if you are being deprived of your right to a nationality, that's called a tort. Right? And then just look up tort. And then you can look that up in like a regular dictionary or a law dictionary. And then just look up tort. So if you're deprived of the right to a nationality, they have a place where you can go to argue your right that's being deprived or denied or colored in order for you to not know about it. Right? So this is the human rights stuff. Right? So we go again to the United Nations and their Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. So now this is where we're coming with about the etymology of things, right? So they're saying that there's rights that are humans. And then that's acknowledged in the Declaration of Human Rights. Right? This is two different documents. So that's that one, humans. And then there's one for so now there's a separate one for indigenous rights. And then Article 6 says so just look that up. Because the way that they bombard false information on us, and we have to look up everything. Right? So if anybody, okay, so we'll just stick on everyone for a second. Right? Because everything has to be tied together in order for us to know how to move forward. Right? So everybody right now, if they have whatever type of ID that if somebody says, yo, let me see your ID, that they're going to give it. Right? Like take that out so you can have it to look at. If you have something like that. If anybody has that.
Right now.
Whatever it is, any type of card or library card or license, credit card, bank card, anything. Right? On that document, it will have your name written, all capital letters. Like whatever document that you filled out an application for. So if there's a document that you filled out anytime in your life that said, you know, like the boxes, it will say name, and then it will say print here, right? Like from people who are from the Caribbean, you know, print means all capital letters. Every time somebody prints something, they're not writing like this. You say print, you write like this, right? So the application form, and then also to write down application, and then look that up in a regular dictionary, and then in a law dictionary, right? And look up application, and then look up registration.
Maybe. White House. Should give you some paper. Maybe give some paper out of the pad, please.
That's not my pen. You gotta use it.
And remember that the reason why we went from indigenous rights, human rights, nationality and all that was because of this word every. And that we have to look up everything. And we can't just see something and then think that, yeah, that's what that is and just run with it. Because their job is to confuse. And our job is to correct. Right? That's why they're gonna have like fireworks and all that type of stuff for the Queen. Because they're talking about something that we don't know what they're talking about. We think that it's something that, yeah, we can all just go out and celebrate because, you know, we're from this country and we were born here and that's just the Canadian way. Right? Nothing's not wrong with it, but not everybody's supposed to be engaging in it. That's for specific people. So every brought us to making sure that we look up everything. And that when you look on all your ID, your name's going to be written like this. And then this would be called person. Right? So the person, Don Doe, is that card. That's not like the actual living entity. That's the human or the indigenous person. But if you look up person in a regular dictionary, it'll tell you that a person is, you know, a human walking around or whatever, and, you know, that's person. But when you look up in a law dictionary, it says that a person is a corporation.
What's the term they use?
Go ahead.
Man of straw or straw man, right?
And just so like you don't think that this is our stuff, right? Like this is in a law dictionary, that any law dictionary. And you look up straw man and they'll tell you that there's something called a straw man. And then they'll tell you that there's something called a person and it's a corporation. It's not like a living thing, right? Which makes it that card. The card's not a living thing. The card is just a card. But that card in your possession makes it live. Because you're the one that's using it. But your name's not on it. Because that's not how anybody writes their name. And then if you wrote your name like this on the common entrance exam, you're losing. Because you're going to get that wrong. Because nobody doesn't print their name. Right? And people who come from the islands will know these lessons. Now you don't ever write your name like this. But they're not going to consider the fact that when you look up application means to beg.
To who?
Beg.
To beg?
Yeah.